up for me to begin explaining. My vocal cords was already straining, so the righteousness in reality is draining. Instead, I create an oral painting, a virtual soundscape into which I can escape and be a beyonder. Somewhere over yonder's where my story can begin. I met these 3 women, different shapes, sizes, even tone of skin. They were all kind of pretty with a difference in demeanor. Another dude walks up talking keener. Obvious to me, he wants a place to bury his wiener. Anyway, I felt good about my chances. 3 strikes of romance, between the covers dance, or maybe just a dance. But I was not really concerned. Between my toes, all I could feel was the sand burn. See, I forgot to mention that I was lost in the desert, with 3 women plus a dude now intending to get me hurt. For when he approached with words, I acted curt and avoided eye contact. The dude was whack, and that was that. Meanwhile, the case got bigger and Defa plans fat. So I offered my last copy of the goods to the man in hopes that it should get me to the place in demand. Far beyond an oasis or pop superstardom, all I wanted was fat props in my hand. But like I said earlier, this guy didn't have a DJ clue, screaming and shouting about cool who? I put my socks back on, smacked his face and started moving. The women's were illusions, cause while I had a sex delusion, the mystery mainly was, who was this fucker talking to? A crew himself creating collusions? I didn't know, but I was hectic skeptic. I walked 10 miles alone through the night, straight jet and kinetic. My energy was alright, I wanted water so I sipped it, regrets it. My canteen half empty, yet I came across an ill eclectic. He was bearded with a cane, staring wisely through my pain. He filled up my water, gave me food and made it plain. I need your help to get me out of all this turmoil, for upon my native soil I made a promise that I cannot keep. In my ill attempts to sleep with the princess, I promised her a song, as long as the sex was strong, and we got hits from the magic bong, all night. She said alright, so we got dirty. Hours later she stopped acting flirty and demanded I sing. Well, the supposed composer broke down his escape, his accusers cried rape, and here he was in front of me. What do you want from me, I asked. He replied, 5 minutes of your craft in exchange for a map out of this deranged psycho set of paths. I had to admit, at least to myself, that I was lost, and without him, well, you can do the math. I was fried turkey, this kinda irked me, but his request was simple. Just write him a song and my prolonged stay in this huge accursed sandbox would be gone. I tried pulling out the ass glazer, but he said the task was much greater, for this dirty old man had taken the soon-to-be queen's virginity. For simplicity's sake, I wrote an LL Cool J remake of I Need Love. Not that I couldn't do better, but push come to shove, I was tired, would never hear the words I wrote, and wanted to be broke. I mean break. For Pete's sake, it had been too long since seeing concrete in my own bed. My head was pounding while the old man tried to rhyme my rhymes, asking me how's this sounding. I said it sounded hella dope and that he was fresh. With that and a twist of his hips, he cried, shesh, shesh. And then the backyard fence was right in front of me. I turned around, saw my door and opened it up, moved through, hoping that the consensual fantasy was ending. But nope, you didn't guess it, it really was over. I sat back at my desk laughing, hoping that I was sober.